Okay, welcome back, guys. So, carrying on from where we left off. So, let me just. So this is where we left off. So, I want to kind of add some seam lines around this shoe. So, I'm going to start by isolating the shoe. Shift F to go to polygroup mode. I would like to separate out this ring from it. I have to separate out the rings. I think they should be very symmetrical. Okay, so I'm just going to do this Control Shift click on this, everything apart from this piece in here. So then I'll just do a Control W. So Control W will give them the same polygroup all around. Then Control Shift and drag a selection out to invert that polygroup selection. Then I will just do a split hidden. So we have this now on a separate subtool. Let me just rename this to shoe shoe hole. Okay, shoe hole. It should be fine. The reason why I'm doing this is because if I subdivide this mesh itself, if I add this shoe hole with it, I'm not going to be getting excess subdivision level that I don't actually need, because I'm not going to be sculpting on those. Because I'm not going to be sculpting on this piece. I just need them to just be in the most basic subdivision level that they are right now, which is around 7k polygons, which is fine. So on this particular mesh now, I'm going to subdivide this a few more times so I can add some seam lines around. So I can use a seam brush and just draw some seam lines around this. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm going to subdivide. Let me just go to geometry so you guys can actually see how many subdivision levels I have on here when I subdivide this some more. Now subdivide again. Let's see if 3 million should be the lucky number for this one. Let's test this out. So I'll go to my light box and I'll go to, should be in brushes. Then I have, let me just look for this same brushes. So let me just look for a good one to use. Take a look at this reference and kind of get an idea. Okay, this sim one looks fine. I don't want to use the one that has threading on there. I don't want to use the one that has threading in there. This one looks interesting though. But I don't use anyone that has threading in there because I would like to do that threading in Substance Painter instead. So I'm just going to be sticking with, not really sure which one will be best for this now. This one actually looks interesting. Should probably just stick with, yeah, this one actually looks nice. This sim 13. Please, for this piece around here, for this sim 13 actually looks nice. But let's start with sim 1. Let's start with sim 1. Let's see. So supposed to be having something around. Let me just make sure this camera angle is just so annoying to work with. Okay, it's on symmetry, that's fine. That's precisely what we want. Let's see if we can isolate this piece. I'm just trying to kind of test. Kind of testing this. Let's see what that gives us. Not bad at all. So this will definitely work. So now I can bring everything back out. Oh, this one seems to be sticking out. Let me go to the lower subdivision level and use the move tool and just push this in some more. Okay. Camera angle is like zooming in is just like the most annoying thing right now for me. It just keeps going off. Great. Raise it up a bit higher so it kind of touches it some more like resting on it. Something like so should be fine. Okay, that should be fine. Then let's go to the highest subdivision level, which is around 3 million polygons, and then we can create a layer for this. Okay. So for this, I think I might just stick with this. We have one in the middle, then this one goes all the way here. Definitely have one around here at the back, around here. Okay. Yeah, this one will definitely be separate. I think I'm going to be sticking with this particular one. I'm not going to be using the one from the main reference. I'll be using this. I'll be using this particular one instead, because we kind of rated the shoes based off of this reference. Though we're still implementing some of the ideas from the main concept itself. So let me just rename this to sim 01. Right. I will take down the intensity for the brush. So B, already sim 1 in here. So to take down the intensity, let's try intensity of 13 for now. Let's see what I get. Let's get a better angle on this. Just to start with the front. Okay. You can stop. Come to the side and continue this on. No, I'm not doing that correctly. Let me start from here instead. I want to be slightly close to the edge. Not too close, but at least close enough. Yeah. No. Let me do this again and try to be more precise. But let me kind of get this all the way here. Okay, okay, almost there. Right, that's fine. The other side, this camera angle is just moving too fast and outside my point of view, so I just have to be really careful with this. Right, I think this should be more or less fine. Something like that looks nice. So much. Okay, you have one in the center. Yeah, that should be fine. Then let's do the one that's at the back. Now I'm seeing that this piece needs to go up a bit higher. Let me just use the move brush and just kind of get this in place. Alright. Sim 1. So I'm just marking everything now so that I don't need, so that I won't have to affect the other part. So let's just go gently and carefully, slow and steady. Okay. You want to be close to the edge, but not too close so that it doesn't begin to deform. Doesn't begin to deform this edge, and then makes it a bit weird when you bake. So somewhere around here should be just fine. Yes, that's fine. We still have one we need to kind of create here. This one will be slightly more interesting. So we're going to max out this part. This is the part we need. We're going to be using this instead. Just get a good view on this. And needs to be a bit broader. Maybe somewhere around here instead. I'm not too sure if I'm digging this though. No, not really liking the results. Okay, fair enough. No, no, I think yes, I missed it here. Kind of eyeball it on both sides, kind of see if it's good enough. Now this one feels slightly off. This one feels slightly off. I think this is a better angle to do this. Nope, way off, way off. Yes, I think that has to work just fine. Yeah, that should be just fine. Okay, okay, okay. We need to kind of fix this at the back. You can see this the gap in between here. So we need to kind of fix that. Take down the poly count for this. Invert this. Then we remove to. Then just push this back in. Alright. Yeah, I think this is a good place. I think we are in a good place now. I think the next thing is just to create the laces for this, like the shoelace for this. Yes, I think in the next tutorial I'm just going to create the shoelace for this. So it should be fine the way it is. And we need to make this more visible from the reference itself. Most of the shoelace needs to be more visible. I noticed that my trousers are kind of covering that piece. So I'm just going to push the trousers up a bit more, just to make sure to reveal like so. Yeah, I think this something like this should be fine. Okay, this looks fine. Alright, I think we can work with this. So let me just do a quick save, and then in the next lesson we're going to create the shoelace. So bye for now.